Hello friends, my name is Amit Agarwal and you are watching NRI Live. After living the American dream for 12 years, I returned to India in June 2024. My mission is to empower the NRI community with well-researched and unbiased insights to tackle day-to-day challenges. Friends, as NRI parent, आपके मन में एक ख्याल जरूर आया होगा. Whether sending your kid to India for higher education is a viable option. Why thousands of children across the globe are choosing India as their preferred location for higher education, especially when it comes to BTech and MBBS. हमारे पास क्या options हैं? क्या कोई reservation या quota है? क्या fee structures हैं? और overall benefit क्या है of being an NRI? So आज के इस वीडियो में हम explore करेंगे what college options your kids have, चाहे आपका बच्चा फॉरेन नेशनल हो या इंडियन सिटीजन हु इज डूइंग हिज और हर हाई स्कूल फ्रॉम अब्रॉड, या आप R2I करना चाहते हो. इन ऑल सिनेरियोज दिस वीडियो विल प्रोवाइड यू इन डेप्थ नॉलेज ऑन व्हाट आर योर ऑप्शंस. फॉर दिस प्रोजेक्ट आई स्पोक विद इंटरनेशनल ऑफिसर्स ऑफ IITs, IIITs, IIMs and MBBS colleges so that I could provide an in-depth analysis and a clear picture how does NRI benefit when it comes to higher education in India. But this information is not complete without knowing the cultural challenges Indian students might face when they come from abroad to India. For that, I spoke with Bhargavi, an NRI kid who was in the US for 10 years and is doing her graduation from a top university of India. We will learn a little bit about her. Bhargavi का full interview आप देख पाएंगे हमारे अगले वीडियो में. So please watch this video till the end, and before we begin, please subscribe. Friends, according to the Ministry of Education AISHE Annual Report 2022-2023, more than 46,000 foreign nationals have registered themselves to study in Indian colleges. Students come to India from across the globe, 170 countries in total. And you'd be surprised to know that number 3 in this list is USA, which contributes to 6.2% of students coming to India. And from UAE, approximately 5%. And most popular courses are MBBS and BTech. Friends, as Indian parents, our kids' education is our topmost priority. While our NRI kids do have access to world-class infrastructure and top universities across the globe, even then, why is India becoming a preferred destination for many? Indian college education system does provide inherent benefits and advantages, especially for NRI kids. What I found, it's not all about money. Let's have a deeper look into why Indian education might be beneficial in some use cases. First, India के top brands like IITs, NITs, IIMs, AIMS are comparable to the top universities in the world. According to QS World Ranking, in 2015, IIT Delhi ranked at 222. However, in 2025, this rank is 118. What this indicates is there is a significant growth in terms of the popularity and acceptance of Indian education across the world. India में आज 23 IITs, 25 IIITs and 31 NITs हैं. And as NRI students, you get access to more than 5,000 MBBS seats. The second big reason is cost. The Indian education provides quality education, but also at a much affordable price. On an average, a college education price in the US is around $50,000 per year. But when it comes to India, even the top universities for NRI nationals charges anywhere between $5,000 to $10,000 every year. And friends, we all cannot deny the benefit of debt-free degree. To explain debt-free degree, I have taken two scenarios. In one scenario, a student studying abroad is taking an education loan of $200,000 for a 4-year degree program with an interest rate of 6% and the loan term of 15 years. After the graduation, the student will pay approximately $1,688 every month for 15 years, amounting to a total of approximately $300,000. Now, look at the benefit of a debt-free degree. In this scenario, let's assume your kid completes their degree debt-free. In that case, they invest the same $1,688 per month in stocks for 15 years. With an average return of 8% in the stock market, the total worth of this fund at the end of 15 years would be $5,84,000. अब अज्यूम करते हैं कि वो इस फंड को फॉर द नेक्स्ट 30 ईयर्स टच नहीं करता, ना कुछ ऐड करता है ना कुछ विड्रॉ करता है। यानी कि जो पैसा बच्चा एजुकेशन लोन चुकाने में लगा था, उसी पैसे के वो स्टॉक्स खरीदता है फॉर द सेम अमाउंट फॉर द सेम ड्यूरेशन एंड कीप इन्वेस्टेड इन द मार्केट फॉर 30 ईयर्स। फ्रेंड्स, this amount will become $6.4 million. That could be the benefit of debt-free degree. It certainly depends from person to person. But if you ask me, cost and debt-free degree is the single most reason why higher education in India might make more sense. Reason number 3. This is applicable to medical education. The US requires a separate undergraduate degree before entering medical school, while India offers a direct MBBS program after 12th. This in itself saves at least 4 years for an individual studying medicine in India compared to studying medicine in the US. Many parents whose kids want to pursue medicine send them back to India for their MBBS program just for this single reason. Friends, as NRIs, we are always balancing visa issues in our life. And in some cases, visa issues might be the single reason why studying in India is a good option for your kid. As we know, aging out is a major concern in the USA. And unfortunately, if this is a possibility for your kid, then many parents do consider sending the kid to India for their higher education just to mitigate the risks in that process. Our 5th reason, friends, is such a blessing. The Indian government provides quota or reserved seat for NRI candidates in both BTech as well as MBBS. Seats are reserved in some of the top colleges and universities for NRI students. We will go into details of this benefit of quota by college, by university, and by stream of education in a few minutes. The 6th reason is providing a global perspective. For kids who have spent most of their lives and education outside India, the possibility of doing college education in India provides them with a unique perspective. It helps them stay grounded to their roots and also prepares them better for the future. I know many parents who send their kids to India from US for their BTech and MBBS and later on pursue their postgrads back in the US. And why they are doing it is because it is giving a balanced approach, the best of the two worlds. And isn't that the essence of education, learning and experiences? And this is the last reason. With quota, with lower cost of education, Indian colleges can be a good plan B for your child. If your child is getting admitted into Georgia Tech, NYU, Princeton, great. But what if they are getting a community college? What if they are getting a local college? In that case, would studying at IIIT Hyderabad compared to a local university be an option you would like to consider? And if you do have a choice. So let me tell you my approach for this video. It's a complicated topic, but I have tried to simplify it as much as possible. For this video, I have divided education into 2 broad buckets, BTech and MBBS. We will look into different options of colleges, and for each college, look at what is the benefit you are getting as an NRI, as a foreign national, or as a candidate looking to return to India. So let's dive in. We'll start with first BTech. And BTech के लिए हम सभी का फेवरेट है IITs. As you know, IITs में we have both BTech and MTech, and I will look at both the courses. As an NRI student, if your child dreams of coming to IIT, then you do not have to prepare for JEE mains. The only exam that you have to write is JEE Advanced. There is no specific quota. However, the competition becomes much less because in JEE Advanced, you can qualify for a seat at IIT by even scoring 30 to 35% marks. So, for undergraduate programs, the benefit of being an NRI comes with your nationality. If your child is a foreign citizen, then they can avail this benefit. However, if your child is an Indian citizen, this benefit does not apply. Now let's talk about post-graduation or MTech from IIT. हर एक IIT के रूल्स अलग हैं. IIT Bombay offers 30 seats to foreign nationals with funding support under teaching assistant category. The candidate should hold a foreign passport, however. So basically, अगर आप IIT में मास्टर्स करना चाहते हैं and you have a foreign passport, then it's a big advantage. I spoke with International Division of IIT Delhi and this is what they have to say.
हेलो
हाँ जी सर,
IIT दिल्ली इंटरनेशनल एडमिशन।
मास्टर्स IIT दिल्ली इंटरनेशनल ऑफिस है सर, जी बताइए प्लीज।
अच्छा सर, मुझे ना आपके यहाँ जो इंटरनेशनल स्टूडेंट्स के लिए प्रोग्राम है उसके बारे में थोड़ी सी डिटेल्स चाहिए थी कि क्या कोर्सेज ऑफर करते
हैं। मास्टर्स एंड PhD एज वेल।
ओके, एंड दोनों में इंटरनेशनल स्टूडेंट्स के लिए OCI भी चल जाता है?
हाँ OCI भी, हाँ सर OCI भी अप्लाई करते हैं
जी।
अब जब हमारी एडमिशन साइकिल खुलती है अराउंड मार्च से पहले खुलती है
जी,
मार्च में ही खुलती है इवन, तो बच्चा डायरेक्टली अप्लाई करे तो वो किसी भी स्पॉन्सरशिप के अंडर नहीं आएगा, वो डायरेक्टली ही अपनी फीस IIT को पे करेगा।
ओके,
तो उसमें तो बच्चा डायरेक्टली अप्लाई कर सकता है, फिर उसका इंटरव्यू होगा, फिर वो शॉर्टलिस्टेड होगा, फिर वो सेलेक्ट होगा।
तो
यही सिंपल प्रोसीजर है सर।
तो सर इस केस में जो डायरेक्ट एडमिशन है उस केस में अगर कोई फॉरेन नेशनल अप्लाई कर रहा है विद फॉरेन पासपोर्ट या OCI, तो उनके लिए सर अप्रोक्सीमेटली कितनी सीट्स रहती होंगी हर साल?
सर देखिए SS तो सर सीट्स का तो कुछ ऐसा नहीं है कि
अच्छा।
इतना परसेंट कोटा इंटरनेशनल स्टूडेंट के लिए है।
ओके,
क्योंकि हम तो ये चाहते हैं कि इंटरनेशनल स्टूडेंट ज्यादा से ज्यादा आए।
ओके, तो जनरली US से बच्चे आते हैं यहाँ पे?
हाँ आते हैं सर, और US इवन ऑल ओवर वर्ल्ड से आते हैं।
The second college I chose for my research is IIIT Hyderabad. Why? Because it's a research-based institute with excellent placement record and it is at par with top 5 IITs. So, IIIT Hyderabad में NRI benefit क्या है? If you are a foreign citizen or if you are an Indian citizen but you have completed your 11th and 12th abroad, then you do not have to appear for IIT mains for IIIT Hyderabad. That's a big advantage, my friends. So, how does IIIT Hyderabad takes admission? Based on SAT scores. For international students, the criteria for admission is through SAT. The last year cutoff for SAT was 1540. They have reserved seats, 25 for computers, 10 for electronics, and 6 for other courses at IIIT Hyderabad, especially for these two category of students. And the fees comes to about $7,000 per semester approximately. Next on my list is BITS Pilani. BITS Pilani was established in 1964 and one of the first 6 institutes in India to be declared institutes of eminence. So, what is the NRI benefit of studying at BITS Pilani? Indian students have to give BITSAT, but NRI students do not have to give BITSAT. However, BITS Pilani mein NRI quota is limited to foreign passport holders only and not Indian citizens, even if you are doing 11th and 12th from abroad. But the good news is, SAT scores last year cutoff was only 1250, which is very achievable. The fee comes to around $9,500 per semester. BITS Pilani is slightly on the higher side when it comes to fees. And there are 50 seats for each campus, Pilani, Goa and Hyderabad for international students. Next on my list is IIMs. Recently, IIMs में पोस्ट ग्रेजुएशन तो होती ही है, बट रिसेंटली दे ऑल्सो स्टार्टेड 5-year इंटीग्रेटेड प्रोग्राम फॉर बोथ अंडरग्रेड एज वेल एज पोस्ट ग्रेजुएशन. द IIM gives benefit to foreign citizens, passport holders only. They have 3% seats reserved, and here also the admission criteria will be SAT. Now let's look at NITs and other premier colleges. There are 31 NITs in India. Being an NRI, you get a major advantage when it comes to admissions in NITs because the Indian government reserves 15% seats in all NITs for foreign students. And here foreign students not only means passport holders but also citizens of India who are doing 11th and 12th from abroad. You do have to give JEE mains, but the qualifying score for NRI candidates is way less when it compares to qualifying score for Indian candidates. So it is a big advantage. अगर आप NRI कोटा में एडमिशन लेते हैं, then your fees at NITs would be approximately $4,000 per semester. After this, the second tier of colleges comes, which is the reputed private colleges like VIT, Manipal एंड थापर टू नेम अ फ्यू. इसमें सभी कोर्सेज में या तो JEE मेंस के थ्रू एडमिशन होता है या दे कंडक्ट देयर ओन एग्जाम्स एंड द फीस कुड वेरी एनीवेयर बिटवीन 150 to 250,000 रुपीज पर सेमेस्टर. इसमें आपको रिलेटिवली आसानी से एडमिशन मिल सकता है एंड दिस इज ओपन टू all students, both NRI as well as Indian students. So to summarize BTech education for NRIs in India, अगर आप foreign citizen हैं, then Several colleges like IITs, BITS and IIMs provide unmatched benefits in terms of reserved seats or waiving of their tests and accepting SAT scores. Secondly, अगर आप इंडियन सिटीजन हैं और 11th और 12th अब्रॉड से करते हैं, then you get the benefit of premier colleges like IIITs and NITs that provide reservation under the DASA scheme as we discussed just now. और अगर आप इंडियन स्टूडेंट हैं या R2I कैटेगरी में आते हैं और 11th और 12th इंडिया से कंप्लीट करते हैं, in that case you have the option of course, cracking competitive exams or enrolling yourself into these private colleges. Friends, अब आते हैं अपनी सेकंड कैटेगरी पे, that is medical education in India. इसमें मैं सबसे पहले कवर करूंगा एम्स दिल्ली and then all MBBS colleges put together. So let's look at AIIMS. AIIMS is a public medical research university and hospital which was established in the year 1956. As per their 2024 admission brochure, AIIMS accept foreign nationals. As per their admission policy, you do have to clear NEET, but you will be competing with the other foreign nationals who are giving the exam. There are total 5 seats for foreign nationals at AIIMS Delhi. The fee is $75,000 in total for the whole program, and the qualifying exam, as we just mentioned, is NEET. But friends, the biggest benefit is in MBBS in other colleges. There are different colleges in 6 states across India that provides reservation to NRI candidates applying to them. And the rules of this reservation are very relaxed. It is applicable to foreign citizens, Indian citizens who has done their 11th and 12th abroad. And if you have done your 11th and 12th from India and either your parent is an NRI or a relative is an NRI, you can still apply for these seats under the NRI quota for MBBS colleges. The fee vary from college to college, but approximately it comes to around 8 lakh rupees per semester or $10,000. The qualifying exam is NEET, but as you can see, the prime government seats cutoff for NEET for NRI candidates is around 200 to 250. And in some cases, you can get those seats even at a score lower than 200. So it's a big advantage. So friends, these were some of the options I researched and found the lucrative benefits that Indian colleges provides for NRI children. As you are planning for this move, the biggest question that will come to your mind is cultural adjustment of kids, because transitioning between the two countries can be challenging, and especially at that age, finding friends, navigating systems, the differences between food and languages, all these will come as a challenge. During my research, I spoke with a few parents as well and found out that to a large extent, this fear of change in culture is at times given more weightage than it deserves. For colleges, each and every kid have to leave their comfort zone and go to a new city where thousands of kids from different walks of lives come together. Kids are resilient and find their way. But don't just believe what I say. As I said, I spoke with multiple parents and did my research before coming up with the issue of cultural adjustment for NRI kids when they do their education in India. Very soon, I'll bring to you Bhargavi, who is an NRI kid who spent 10 years of her life in the US and have just now joined a top educational university in India.
Hi, my name is Bhargavi. I recently moved back to India after spending over a decade in the US, and I'm now attending college here. I'd be happy to share my experiences regarding the move because it's definitely been a pretty big change.
In a nutshell, sending your kids to India for higher education might be a smart decision, but also it is a big decision. और इसके लिए चाहिए आपको proper planning. You have to answer critical questions like, what are your key reasons of choosing India over education abroad? Is it cost? Is it culture? Is it big brands? Is it debt-free education? Is it access to NRI quota, saving some years on your degree for MBBS, or something completely different? But that thorough clarity is very, very important. So, to help the NRI community to make this decision, I have created a framework called WISE. Let me explain. So, your first step in the planning process is weighing your options. Understand the why behind it as we just spoke. Only then will you be able to discuss these reasons with your children or with your kid. Teenagers are smart. They understand the pros and cons if there is a sound logic and reasoning behind it. But it's a big decision. So friends, give your kids at least 2 years before planning this move. Talk to your kids about what college option they are getting in their home country versus what benefits they can get if they choose India over that. The next step in the process should be to investigate. Talk to colleges, find out options. Every college has an international cell that is more than willing to help. They are going to connect you with other NRI kids so that the anxiety of entering into a new country is reduced for your children. Next, make sure you have ample support for your child, be it local guardian, people in the same college, or some friends. Adjusting in the college will be quick, but challenge will come in day-to-day navigation of life. Even things like crossing the road will become a learning experience. And on top of that, add language, add food, if those are new as well. So they would need support to navigate through this journey. And lastly, in this model, evaluate your expenses. It's not just the fees and the hostel and the mess, but also flight expenses to and fro during the total degree program. Expenses for your lifestyle of the kid, like be it trips, clothes, food, going out with friends, and things like that. And that planning is very, very essential at this stage. So please keep all that into account when you're doing the financial planning for your education in India. So friends, as an NRI, the Indian system gives us many benefits, and education is one of them. Indian colleges can be a great option for your kids if they're a foreign national citizen, an Indian citizen doing their high school abroad, or if you are someone looking to come back to India. Friends, in this video, my goal was to provide you with a structured and detailed overview. But this project does not end here. In fact, this is just the beginning. अगर आपके कॉलेजेस को लेके कोई भी क्वेश्चंस या कंसर्न्स हैं तो आप मुझे कमेंट में लिख के जरूर बताइए. Over the next few weeks, I am planning to reach out to the deans of top colleges so that they can come on this platform and answer your questions. आप सभी से एक रिक्वेस्ट है, इस वीडियो को अपने व्हाट्सएप ग्रुप पे जरूर शेयर करें so that if there are parents with kids in either middle school or high school, they can make an informed decision about their kids' future. Please do not forget to hit the subscribe button and the bell icon before you go. This is your platform. Thank you so much for being a part of NRI Life. Namaste.